70,000 people are here, and then Bob Dylan is the reason for it.
Inspired by the true story.
For anyone who's going to hold your attention on a stage, you have to kind of be a freak.
Are you a freak?
Hope so.
And starring Timothée Chalamet as Bob Dylan. He defied everyone.
Turn it down!
Play loud!
To change everything.
Make some noise, BD.
Timothée Chalamet, Edward Norton, Elle Fanning, Monica Barbaro. A complete unknown. Only in theaters Christmas Day. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
This Steve Jones Show podcast is now loading. The Steve Jones Show podcast is presented by Sunbury Motor Company, Purdy Insurance, Brewers Outlet, and NIL Game Changers. Bringing you an in-depth look at Penn State sports and more. This is the Steve Jones Show on News Radio 1070 WKOK. The Steve Jones Show is presented by Brewers Outlet, Sunbury Motor Company, and Purdy Insurance. Now, from the Sunbury Motor Studio, here's Steve Jones.
All right. Great to have you with us on the show today. This half hour being brought to you by Purdy Insurance, Market Street in Sunbury. Go to purdyinsurance.com. Auto, home, light, business, boat, motorcycle, RV. We all have multiple insurance needs. Just being around the soup also brings with it, by the way, disaster insurance. No? Purdy Insurance, Market Street in Sunbury. Go to purdyinsurance.com. Drew Robinson, linebacker, Susquehanna. Congratulations on this incredible run. What has it been like for you as a player, either being out there near the end or watching from the sideline with two back-to-back last play finishes? What's it been like?
You know, it's just the playoffs. You know, playing football around this time is just it's going to be one or two plays that's going to be the deciding factor of the game, and we've just been on the right side of the outcome in that scenario. So it's just been a blessing, and very grateful to be able to play more football in December.
I'll go back to St. John's. When he kicked the field goal, did you watch it?
I did not. You know how crazy that environment was. So I kind of took a knee with some of my other teammates, and I looked away, and I let the silence tell me that we were victorious. So
that's always a fun question and a fun answer. Now we get to the end of the game. The end of the game on Saturday was bizarre. So explain to us from your perspective what was going on out there at the end to then create what seemed like for them, Bethel, a win, and then suddenly they had to play it over again.
You know, so they're playing defense. They're driving down the field slowly but surely. We get a stop. They have 5 seconds left, so we know they got one more play. They make a shot at the end zone, and they catch the ball. We look back at the line of scrimmage. There's a flag, which was a clear holding on one of my D tackles, Brian Layton, great football player. He held him, so they then called the game. But the rule is that you can't finish on an offensive penalty that results in a touchdown.
Right.
But then their coach was on the field trying to argue it. He was past our logo, trying to argue it. And they called the game, and then they said, no, there's one more play. So they ended up playing. There was another flag for unsportsmanlike. Somebody threw the helmet. I thought there should have been another one for the coach being on the field, but it happened the way it happened, and that's how it is. And we ended up playing another snap. They tried to do the laterals and all with everything, and we stopped them, and that was the end of the game.
How much is the feeling of elation versus the feeling of relief?
It was a big relief. Like, even after them getting another play, I was just happy it was over. I was at a loss of words. like I said, with the playoffs, it's like you never know what could happen. You never know which play is going to be the biggest play. And I'm just thankful and blessed that we were able to come out victorious.
We always talk about really good teams being close-knit, right? And as you're going along through the season, I'm sure you felt that. It seems like it's more important than ever in the playoffs. And what has that meant to your success that you have a close-knit team?
Well, I don't know if you know, but we have 6 guys, which 5 other guys, including me, that came back for a 5th year this year.
Yep.
And that just goes to show towards the family that we have here at Susquehanna. Not even just our teammates, but our coaches. Our coaches, they care about it so much, and they show it all the time. They want the best. They want the best out of us, and like everybody around here is family. It doesn't matter who you are on the team. Like you're treated as family, and we just try to make sure we have that give and take relationship with the offense and the third side of the ball. Just to keep being able to trust each other, and I think the trust is the biggest factor in our relationship.
When you're playing Division III football, so much of this is the love of the game. How much do you love the game, and what has it meant to you, that love of the game, that you've come back for a 5th year?
Yeah, I've been playing football since I was maybe 4 years old, and also watching my brother play and my father coach for 20 years. Yeah. My father introduced me to football, which was the biggest thing that ever happened. Not even just football, sports. I played football, basketball, and baseball, but I found the love in football in high school to just stick to that one sport. But me just playing football is a big part of my life, and it's taught me so many lessons, and it's molded me into the man I am today. So I owe everything to football, and I owe it to football to just give it my all. And I couldn't walk away from football for my 5th year, and knowing that I had another opportunity to play football. So it's just like football is just a big part of my life.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, the other ones who came back for a 5th year, did you talk individually with them? Did you talk as a group? Right? How did that work out where you all came back together?
I knew I was back when I was a freshman, when I knew I lost that season. I think they had a conversation with themselves and their families, and they have the same love for the game that I do. And that's also one thing that this team shares. A lot of us have a real good love for the game, and I think they decided on their own to just come back and play football.
What's it been like working with this coaching staff, getting ready for opponents that weren't on your schedule because it's the playoffs? Suddenly out of nowhere, you got to go out and play a playoff game against Hobart. Then it's St. John's. It's Bethel. Now it's going to be North Central College. What kind of job have the coaches done getting you ready on a week-by-week basis?
Yeah, the past 2 previous years, we've kind of geeked ourselves a little bit, in a sense, in the first round of the playoffs. And Coach Kirk wanted it this year to be different. He wanted us to be doing stuff how we do regularly. So we approach every day regularly how we would in the regular season, and try just not to geek ourselves. They do a good job giving us the game plan, and we do a good job of following the game plan and just trusting the coach. They want the best for us, and the way that they draw up the game plan is how we'll be able to be successful. So as long as we stick to the game plan and stick to who we are and just be Susquehanna, I think things will go well.
It's a Monday, so I'm going to guess there's not going to be much information, but just off the top, how much do you know about North Central College, your semifinal opponent, other than the fact they're really good?
Yeah, I know they're big up front. They like to run the ball. They're a really good football team, And like I said, we're just going to attack each week the same and just focus on the game plan, And they are a really good opponent, so it's going to be a real interesting game on Saturday.
How much in reality is this about how you play, and it doesn't matter who the opponent is?
At the end of the day, it's bones and plastic, as Coach Coleman was. Bones and plastic. At the end of the day, when all things goes wrong, you got your bones, which is in your body, and the plastic on your face mask. So whoever's in front of you, you just line up. Like, each person puts their pants on one leg at a time, and you're just going to play football.
What is your major at Susquehanna?
I'm an accounting major.
Yeah. Eventually down the road, what would you like to do with that?
I'm working towards my CPA, which is another reason why I came back for my 5th year. I just completed my 150 mark for my credit, so I'm just going to be studying for my CPA exam and getting ready for my accounting career.
Just so everybody knows, this is the kind of person you hire. This is the kind of person you hire right here. Just so you know, right? Anybody has that kind of discipline, dedication, balances everything, that's who you hire. You've been listening to the last 15 minutes. Guess what? You hire this guy. Hey, good luck on Saturday. Appreciate the time you gave us today. Congratulations on each step that you've taken to this point. It's been a tremendous success to this stage.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for having me on this amazing show that you have.
We enjoyed having you on. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun having him on. That's Drew Robinson, linebacker at Susquehanna, right? Who's put himself, has had really a terrific season, like the entire team has. I mean, he came back for his 5th year, and in his 5th year, they have put together the kind of season that anybody would dream of having in this run to the playoffs. They're going into game number 14 on the year. And Drew right now is second on the team in tackles with 65. He's got 3 tackles for losses, a couple of sacks, 2 interceptions. He's forced 3 fumbles. He's just one heck of a player. Number 4 in your program, and on this afternoon, he's number 1 in our hearts. All right. We'll take a break. Brought to you by Purdy Insurance, Market Street in Sunbury. Go to purdyinsurance.com on News Radio 1070 WKO.
Party time, game time, or just fun time. Doesn't matter what time it is because it's Brewers Outlet time. The beverage supermarket has the area's largest beer selection. Imports, microbrews, ciders, and domestics. Pick from over 100 ice-cold 12-packs and dozens of 24-ounce singles. Soda, snacks, hot sauces, fresh roasted peanuts. Make it one-stop party shopping, and don't forget the pickle bar. So whatever you're celebrating or just doing it up, Brewers Outlet, Reagan Street, Sunbury wants to see you. And thank you for your years of patronage.
Ho, ho, ho. Sunbury Motors Ford will help you get through the snow.
SMC has the area's largest selection of 4x4s with over 310 new and pre-owned trucks and SUVs priced as low as $13,968 with payments from just $259 a month with no money down. Sunbury Motors has over 40 new 2024 Escapes slashed $5,000. Plus get 1.9% financing for 60 months starting at just $27,615. SMC has 31 of the top-selling 2024 Ford Bronco Sports, discounted $47.50 and priced from only $28,315. Choose from over 45 new Ford F-150s with savings up to an amazing $12,616, and they start at just $46,549 with available 1.9% for 60 months. The Mertz family and all of Sunbury Motors would like to wish everyone a safe and joyous holiday season.
Who knows Santa? Sunbury Motors knows Santa.